Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury and it's a pleasure to be alongside Jim Beglin.
Hello Peter, and hello to everyone watching. For me, it's a real thrill to be here.
Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. We have already started here. Passing is crisp and sharp. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Maicon, Jim, one of the world's finest fullbacks.
Yeah, I'm always happy to praise a fullback, Peter, as you know, and this guy is class.
What's especially good about him?
Well, I'd say it's mainly down to his fantastic athleticism. They don't call him the Colossus for nothing. He's got immense strength, pace, physicality, and he contributes so much in both of...
Pele! What a wonderful goal!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate. On heels rather than toes.
As simple as you like, the outcome utterly inevitable.
Yeah, it's simply tragic defending when a renowned finisher is ignored. It's how he built his reputation.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Jordan Henderson. And it's Rosicky. So just the one early goal to report so far. 1-0 the score. Rijkaard is always scanning the pitch for targets. Passes coming off in quick succession here. He's in plenty of space here. That is great defending, so alert. Ibrahimovic. Gattuso. Spread out to the left. Oh, he'd have done well to reach that. Jordan Henderson. Here's Scholes. Carvajal. And the pass is intercepted. That'll be a throw. An instinctive delivery.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
That has not gone well. Caceres. Bastoni. Looking for a runner. Now try to spin that positively. I certainly can't. Carvajal is looking to influence the game from out wide. Great ball if he can get there.
He looked rushed. He should have waited for some movement.
Out for a throw. And it's Scholes. Back they go. Caceres. Played over towards the opposite flank.
That's a cracking pass to stretch the opposition.
Jordan Henderson is someone so often referred to as the defender's defender. Pele. And here's Scholes. Scholes was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Oh, some tackle that. Pele.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
And this is Rosicky. Rosicky! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Bastoni. Carvajal. Jordan Henderson. And it's Carvajal.
It looks very much like they'd be happy to settle for this narrow lead at the break.
Couldn't squeeze it through. And here's Batistuta. Carvajal. No, he's not getting past him there. Nicely aimed pass. He slid in, and that has raised the temperature on the touchline. Vietnam with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. And that has been cleared. And it's Maicon. Roberto Carlos, he's got tall. It's run loose, in for the pieces. And it's in. They have come roaring back.
And that comes as a very welcome relief. Now let's see who's got what it takes to seize the initiative from here.
And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Look, that's one of the first things you learn, whether you're a striker or not. Just anticipate a goalkeeping parry or spillage, and sometimes you'll get lucky, it'll come your way.
There will be
That
1
has
minute
certainly
at a
made
time.
things interesting.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides.
And that'll be the last act of the first half. So it's all squared. Neither side has been able to make a telling difference, but it hasn't been for the lack of trying. So in they come for the break with nothing to separate them. The score 1-1. Vietnam get the ball rolling for the second period. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Maicon conjures time and space where few can. Gattuso. It's a good spell of possession, this. Somewhat off target. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Vietnam clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Park Ji-sung. Now, can they get him away? Scholes. Looking for options for movement. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. And this is Ibrahimovic. Goes for a shot! Good try. The outcome could so easily have been different. Vietnam have their second corner now. Oh, what a climb! Firm header just off target.
That's a really decent chance.
Well, here's a man adored by many, even deified by some. Gattuso. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Scholes. Lovely pass, but can he get there? And this is Pele! Rosicki. And he shoots! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Turns and goes back. Henderson. It's Jordan Henderson! Oh, denied brilliantly!
Jordan Henderson is offering a wry smile there.
Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. And now a sudden chance to counter. And he's managed to get free. Pedro Neto. Played out wide. Looking to play him in. Pedro Neto with the delivery. There's the header! Scholes. Pele has found the net here, of course. Roberto Carlos, played out to the left flank. Bastoni. Jordan Henderson. Batistuta, looking to shake off some unwanted attention.
Well, they seem intent on marking him out of the game. They're certainly trying to wind him up in the process, Peter.
And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Now it's Ibrahimovic. It's out for a goal kick.
Substitution on the field. Number 9.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches. So a couple of front-footed alterations here, a pair of forwards entering the field.
Well, it'll be interesting to see what system they'll be playing with now, Peter.
And he's forced to go back.
Substitution in progress.
Bastoni into the last quarter of an hour. Pressing high and with purpose. Rui Costa does really well to win the ball there. Rijkaard. Now it's Torres. He has found the way through. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
Rui Costa! Oh no, that could be a costly miss.
It's a very watchable game, isn't it? Any goal from here could well be the winner.
Engages and forces him off the ball. Jordan Henderson. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Now it's Torres. Played out towards the right wing. He is through here. Big chance, corner. It's their second corner of the game. Pullet deals with that comfortably. Little pass back. And it's Henderson. Carvajal. And it's Cáceres.
They're avoiding the blatantly obvious by not getting the ball into the opposition box. That's where it has to be.
Pele. And this is Pele. It's Pele! Oh, yes, it's there! And that has raised the roof! That is lovely, finished with amazing expertise.
Oh, that's an incredible shot. The dip and the curl he managed to get on it. Impeccable technique, Peter. Absolutely impeccable.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
Minutes added time.
Board shows there will be 3 extra minutes. Well, that looks a decent ball. Can he finish? It is a fantastic goal. Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy. Dying minutes, and we're all square again. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
And that's that. A draw, and a highly unpredictable one. Fair share of momentum shifts, highly entertaining until the very end. Pele voted man of the match, and deservedly so.
Please turn your attention to the screen.
Your final
for
thoughts, Jim?
information
Well,
provided
neither
by
side
the
could get
local
over the line
police.
here. Perhaps one team might be happier, but at the final reckoning, it's honours even and no complaints.
Many thanks to Jim. Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely
Hello,
here.
everybody, and
Gorgeous,
welcome to
gorgeous
today's
evening. The
match.
skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury, and here with me in the commentary box, I'm glad to report, is Jim Beglin.
Thanks, Peter. Hello, everybody. Ready to see what unfolds in this one now.
Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. We have already started here. No, he's not played the ball, that's a foul. Great chance! He's scored!
Well, once more, it's him, and we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
Scholes at his razor-sharp best there.
Listen, he would have been advised to do that as a kid, and it's obviously a
Real chance! Sticks it away! And the lead lost no time at all!
Well, that's so refreshing. They went a goal down, and you never would have guessed it. Their reaction has been emphatic.
Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching. Pele! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
And we have our very first corner. Vietnam have the chance to go the other way. He's in plenty of space here. He's found a way through. Oh, shooting chance! And that would have been some goal.
Pedro Neto can really show some outlandish skills, which is always welcome and obviously refreshing.
And that has earned a reprieve for the time being. And Park Ji-sung! It's loose and there's a race for the ball. Oh no, it's an own goal!
That can happen to anyone. It's truly, truly unlucky for him, but it's just the way it is.
So one moment's crazy confusion, but they all count.
Well, that's something you don't expect at a match like this, but I guess you have to take whatever way it comes, and very gratefully.
That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. And this is Torres. Thinks one through. Midway through the first period, and it's looking quite a game here. Scholes is always looking to break lines. Can he get it through? Can he get on the end of this? He has found a way through.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure. Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Park Ji-sung picks it up out wide. Ball driven towards the far post. Tries to get it clear. Roberto Carlos got a long way forward to join the attack. It's a promising position, and he's there to get it away. And it's Gattuso. Pele. And he's only too happy to take that back. Gives it back.
Just too much pressure. Had to go that way.
Jordan Henderson. Pele! That is a crunching tackle. Pele. And here's the chance to counter. Bullet. Maicon. Now that looks a decent... Goes for a shot! Oh, denied! Brilliantly!
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Corner number 2 then. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. And now they can spring out of defence. Played into space out wide. Roberto Carlos, very much a man of this moment. He's in space and looking for options. Caceres with the clearance. In again. Reaching half-time and still behind. Can they make something happen now? Looking for options for movement. And it's Gattuso. Rijkaard. Here's Scholes. Aimed beyond the defence. An uncompromising challenge. Scholes looking to add to his goal. Caceres. Bastoni. Rijkaard. Scholes. Knocks it into space. Good ball, good take. And he's gone backward here. Pelé. Oh, some tackle that. Great vision. Oh, that's shot at goal! It's in! A two-goal lead, and they're firmly in control. That is so good. Such sharp skills and such a delicious finish.
And how easy did he make that look? That is supreme.
Vietnam go 2 up and into a position of real strength.
Well, everything is going to plan, Peter. A day for a regular managerial heartbeat, at least for one.
Scholes. Now it's Pelé. Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time.
The own goal was symptomatic of their first-half performance. They're not at it.
Please make sure to watch the screen for an information bulletin from the Regional Police Department.
Here we go again then.
I think it'll be fascinating to see how they're going to change their approach here. They have to go for it and try and pull one back, but they also have to be aware that going 3 down will probably seal their fate.
Can he latch on to this? That's the keeper's ball. Now it's Pelé. Now, can they get him away? Pelé.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Park Ji-sung providing an outlet on that flank. Defending of the desperate variety. Mbappe.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Now it's Pelé. Tries to pass it through. Fernandes takes a shot! Now, who's going to be... Oh, he's been caught napping! Gullit can be a real threat inside the box. Carvajal promptly onto that, and that is that. Fernando Torres being hunted in packs.
Yeah, and what they've got to realise, Peter, is that they won't get away with excessive force for long, so they're running a fine line now.
Threads one in, good take, and is he in? Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. He steps in, and that's the end of that. And it's Gullit. Pass somewhat off target. Jordan Henderson, chance here to counter. Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. And he's picked out the run. He's got away. Park Ji-sung! A collective sigh of relief from the defence. Corner number 3 coming up. And that should get the job done. And now a sudden chance to counter. Nicely weighted ball. Fernando Torres. Lovely pass, but can he get there? And this is Ibrahimovic. It's Ibrahimovic! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Oh, he's been caught on it here. Park Ji-sung's cross.
Oh, once he made the save, it didn't take the keeper long to start barking at his defence.
Substitution on the field. Number 20.
So time for change. And this one has been on the cards for a little while.
6, Fernando Torres. Number 23.
Roberto Carlos is always looking to play quality balls.
9,
He's shifting through the gears here.
11,
Elects to cross.
Number 13.
Cleared without hesitation.
Messi.
Oh, he's done very well to take that back. Puyol. And that has left him in a heap. And it's gone back to the keeper. Keeper's got good distance on that. Now it's Pelé. Pelé. Now what about a counter-attack? Looking for the run. And it's been played through. Oh, that's fabulous. Can he finish? He scored! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
Well, it's an inspired substitution. Terrific move by the boss.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
Well, I think they have every chance of levelling this now, Peter, but they've got to stay calm and not go completely gun.
And the shot!
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Played in. Judge, surely! Oh, that wasn't far away.
Well, look at him, furious at himself for missing. Having said that, the manager applauds his effort to find that bottom corner.
Brzezinski. Roberto Carlos. Brzezinski. He is through here. And this is Roberto Carlos.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
Quality ball. And that's a simple one for the keeper. Brzezinski. Rijkaard. And it's Brzezinski. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Spread out to the left. And he's managed to get free. Goal kick. No, I stand corrected, it's a corner.
Well, in my opinion, set pieces are 50-50 moments. And this is a rather big one. And it all depends on the service.
And that is as far as it goes. Well, what a game. Unpredictable to the very end, momentum shifting this way and that. The kind of match, as neutrals, we all love to come and see. Any reflections
Hello,
on what you've
everybody,
seen,
and
Jim?
this is
I
a
thought
quick
it lived
reminder
up to
to
its
let you
billing,
know
Peter.
that you'll be
Very
able to catch
competitive,
today's
open
match
and
broadcast
entertaining.
live on
And a little
Outcast
debating
FM
room as to
station.
whether the outcome was...
Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury and this is Jim Beglin.
Thanks for the intro, Peter. I've been soaking up the atmosphere and I'm really looking forward to what lies in store.
Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. And already we're underway here. And this is Batistuta. Pedro Neto was only too happy to help out in defence.
Yeah, listen, we often get critical of a forward's tackle, but that was squeaky clean.
All the way back.
Well, Peter, we're about to watch a terrific defender in Carlos Puyol. He'll lead by example and continually organise. His appetite and attitude to the game is absolutely fabulous. There's an awful lot to enjoy about his play.
And he exudes charisma.
He does, and I just love his leadership.
Bastoni. Rijkaard. Here's Caceres. Nothing significant to report up to this point, but we are still very early in the game. And here's Batistuta. Roberto Carlos. Pele.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Park Ji-sung. And it's Maicon. Rijkaard is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers.
Yeah, the crowd have tried to spark some excitement, but to no avail. This needs something explosive.
Rijkaard. Bastoni. Caceres. Looking tidy in possession here. Scholes. Shapes to shoot! No messing about, just bludgeoned away. And it's Rijkaard. And it's Caceres. And Bastoni. Well read, nice interception. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Pelé. Jordan Henderson. Turns back here, probably the best option. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Well, the runner's been sold a little bit short there.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't take out that killer ball.
Now it's Roberto Carlos. And he's there to get it away. He's a sharp little ball here. No, it's come to nothing. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
And this is Ibrahimovic. Ah, lovely feed. He is such a good mover. Looking to go deep. Jordan Henderson. Knocks it into space. And he shoots! Oh, he has stuck it into his own net!
I don't think he knew too much about it, Peter. It comes off him awkwardly.
So one moment's crazy confusion, but they all count.
Look, often chances are hard to come by in these games, so just one mistake could be all it takes to make the difference.
Now it's Scholes. Now that looks a decent ball, and that is expertly dealt with. Pedro Neto proving a very adept defender. It was a good tackle too.
Well, it's not a surprise to see that these days, all part of a forward's duties. Pelé really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Batistuta, he's had a shot! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Batistuta really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
And we have our very first corner. Batistuta! Aimed beyond the defence. Well read, and the danger is averted. Vietnam have the chance to go the other way. And this is Batistuta. And that's been drilled in. And he's cut it out. Pedro Neto. Ambitious ball here. And that is going to be the final action of the first half. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff.
The own goal was symptomatic of their first half performance. They're not at it.
For train departure times from all local major stations.
And we're underway again.
Well, I think in these circumstances it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
And this is Pelé. He has found the way through. And this is Batistuta. Chooses to go back. Pedro Neto absolutely focused then on the defensive side of his game.
He's dealt with that very well, Peter. It's a real show of discipline.
Out Out to the right. He's picked his way through. Rijkaard. Passing is crisp and sharp. Played out wide. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Forward tracking back like that, always appreciated by the crowd.
Well, it's not a surprise to see that these days, all part of a forward's duties.
Ibrahimovic unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. He's through here. Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. Bastoni. Oh, and they're quick to press here, right on top of them. Still chasing the game, trailing by 1. A noticeable change in the approach to defending here. Much more in your face.
Yeah, and what they've got to realise, Peter, is that they won't get away with excessive force for long, so they're running a fine line now. Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
This is a really front-footed approach.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
Drilled in low. Bayer claims it without any fuss. Roberto Carlos, a player who needs no introduction. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, there'll be no accusations of a lack of effort. They're giving as good as they get when it comes to chances.
And he's picked it up out wide. It's a mighty effort! That was superb goalkeeping.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Corner number 2 then.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And now a sudden chance to counter. Bastoni promptly onto that, and that is that. Roberto Carlos is one of the key ingredients in the team's attack. Scholes, and this is Batistuta. Spread it left. Roberto Carlos picks it up out wide.
There's nothing more infuriating for a fan than seeing passing without penetration. They're just stuck in a rut.
Rijkaard opts for safety. Nicely aimed pass. Now it's Pelé. And the shot! Decent enough try.
That is a really good chance missed, Peter. Certainly the way he's been playing.
Bastoni. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Can he get onto this? And he's cleared it out of harm's way. Nicely spread. Back into the middle. Oh, he's found support out wide. Park Ji-sung receives it in a wide position. He's found a way through. Henderson gets it away.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
Succumbs to the pressure. That's a sharp pass. Pedro Neto gets into a good position. And it's Gattuso. Pelé. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped. This usually is the time teams go into conservation mode. Ibrahimovic really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Header! Went with his head, but couldn't steer it in. And there goes the final whistle. Quite a game, and one that was always on a knife edge until the very final whistle. No shortage of endeavour, effort, at times effervescence, but just one goal to show for all of that.
Please be made aware.
How would you summarise what we've seen today then, Jim?
I enjoyed that, Peter. Both teams went about their work in a really committed manner, and for me it just always held an interest.
And with that, it's time for me to thank Jim Beglin and to wish you a very good evening. Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm Peter Drury, and here with me in the commentary box, I'm glad to report, is Jim Beglin.
Well, thanks, Peter. There's a great sense of anticipation in this stadium, and I've been hit by it too.
There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Encourage the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Batistuta. Well, that's beautifully weighted. Puyol concedes a free kick for that. Well, it's not taken him long, and that's going to be a booking. Not too many have the power, or indeed the accuracy from this range. Would he dare to have a go? And that is high.
Carlos has totally shown his greedy streak, and the boss is not happy, I can tell you.
Scholes. Now, can they get him away? Now it's Mbappe. He's having a shot! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
And we have our very first corner. Tries to get it clear. Vietnam are looking to go forward now. Bastoni promptly onto that, and that is that.
You know, Peter, there's a player down there who I've always admired. Carlos Puyol. This game is not all about technique and skill. You need big hearts too, and they don't come any bigger than Puyol's.
Yeah, that is one leader of men. Roberto Carlos. He's on it, can he get away? Now this is an adventurous run down that left-hand side. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. That's gone all the way through to the keeper. Neither side yet able to force a breakthrough here. Scholes. Oh, he's found support out wide.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks. We're seeing some really good pressure being applied here, Peter, particularly from those guys up front.
Yeah, and it just, I suppose, Jim, denies the others time and space.
Well, I would call it blanket suffocation. Every single...
There's the shot! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Pele clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Corner number 2 then. Vietnam have the chance to go the other way. Caceres. And he's forced to go back. And Bastoni. Pele! And he comes up trumps again.
Well, the keeper saved his team again here, Peter, but he needs more protection from this defence.
Now it's Pedro Neto, and that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Roberto Carlos, a player so deservedly decorated with praise and glory. Into the channel. Ah, that's a fine interception. Lofted upfield. It'll be a throw-in. And it's Gullit. Gullit is offering some sort of an apology there.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Ibrahimovic, skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Scholes tries to thread one through. He's in plenty of space here. He's picked his way through. Deflected behind for a corner kick. Corner number 3 coming up. And that has been clubbed away. And now they can spring out of defence. And here's Mbappe. Knocks it out wide. Played back in. Plays it in low. And he's heaved it away.
Well, the moans and groans from the stands now are very audible.
Looking for the run. Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Gullit picks it up out wide. Ibrahimovic gets flagged offside. Bastoni. Spread it left.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Roberto Carlos is wide and looking to get onto... And the shot! And it's a goal!
That couldn't have been a more potent injection of belief for this team. Top man, top...
And that'll be the last act of the first half. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break.
Yeah, on the face of it, it looks a fair reflection of what we've all seen, Peter. Some incisive play one side, battling qualities on the other. I think this game is there to be won, and a minor tweak maybe all it needs to change it.
Leading 1-0 at the break. So we're straight back at... And Batistuta! And he has kept it out somehow.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Rijkaard. Shifted it to the flank. Hazard. Knocks it into space. And this is Pele. And they've got a throw. And here's Roberto Carlos. Roberto Carlos is very much the model of the modern-day fullback. Bastoni kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Pele, and a chance! Brilliant from Pele! Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy! They have grabbed themselves an equaliser.
Well, I always thought they had it in them, Peter. They upped the quality as needed, and once they got going, they were awfully hard to stop.
Number 2.
That is so good, such sharp skills, and such a delicious finish.
It's beautiful poise. I mean, most players in that position, I think, would probably...
Chance, surely! Oh, taken with style! And they get themselves in front! That was a given, it always was.
Yeah, it's mystifying that a player of his talent wasn't picked up sooner, and he picked them off instead.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
And he's in on goal, takes a shot! Goal! That is remarkable, all square in a matter of moments.
Yeah, and analysis of the goal should take a back seat to the importance of a committed reaction. This is wonderful to watch.
And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
And he's done it again, he's got his second. This is quite a battle.
Well, there's resilience for you, Peter. As a side, they never lost focus despite the setback, and this is thoroughly merited for me. Now they can go one better, possibly. They've got to make this nice and quick.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? And the finish! It's a goal! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
That's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
And things are much healthier in there.
He's had a shot! It's in! And there we have it, the 2-goal cushion. Well, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Well, let that be a lesson to them, Peter. They have to stay focused at all times. Any lapse in concentration, voila.
Substitution on the field. Number 17.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches.
20, Mbappe.
Vietnam go 2 up and into a position of real strength.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
Pass is just off target. Not the most convincing of passes.
Taking place.
Roberto Carlos. He really is being given no time to think on the ball now.
Well, they seem intent on marking him out of the game. They're certainly trying to wind him up in the process, Peter.
That's the keeper's ball. Pedri. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. He is through here. Here comes the cross.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
And he's only too happy to take that back. Pedri. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Now it's Pedro Neto. And this is Batistuta. That has not gone well. Rui Costa. Good ball over the top. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Caceres. Rijkaard. Passing is crisp and sharp. Roberto Carlos gets across to intercept that. Now it's Pedro Neto. Oh, that's fabulous. And the shot! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. And the lead is extended still further.
Yeah, a fantastic run and a fantastic pass to play him in. Both needed to be timed to perfection, and they were.
It's stopped.
Can he finish?
It's run loose. Who's going to get there? So their fourth corner of the game. Rui Costa can so cleverly bypass the press. Rijkaard. Nice looking ball. Caceres kept his eye on it, and he's there. Roberto Carlos. Roberto Carlos. Looking for options for movement. That's a foul, no two ways about it. Bastoni has got the wrong side of the referee and got himself a yellow card for his troubles.
Yeah, and the ref...
Real chance! He scores! Comfort, yet more comfort. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Well, what a game. Unpredictable to the very end, momentum shifting this way and that. The kind of match, as neutrals, we all love to come and see. Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. My name's Peter Drury, and here's my co-commentator for the game. It's Jim Beglin.
Glad to be here, Peter, and I'm ready to rumble.
Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. So we're up and running.
Frank Rijkaard can really make his presence felt. A superb defender who became an iconic midfield anchorman.
And what's more, a remarkably good strike rate, actually.
Very true, just another level of his expertise, Peter, but his reading of the game, for me, is masterful.
And this is Hullet. Look at the space here. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. All the way back.
Gvardiol. Park Ji-sung.
Now it's Marquinhos. Tries to dink it through. Well, he's seen that early. Used a certain sixth sense. Now it's Foden. Foden! A collective sigh of relief from the defence.
You lucky boy, you lucky boy. Giving the ball away like that is usually punished.
Rui Costa. Mbappe. Oh no, this does not look good. Pings in across. And that has been cleared. Tries to pass it through. He's in plenty of space here. Oh, what has happened here? Pulls it back. Anything noteworthy in the early part of the match, Jim?
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up.
He's picked his way through. Brilliantly cut out. And a chance! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
And we have our very first corner. They get a throw in. That is ended up in no man's land. That's a shade optimistic. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Mbappe. No change to the score, 0-0 it remains. Pele conjures time and space where few can. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Caceres promptly onto that, and that is that. Pedro Neto. It's a good run down the left-hand side. Messi. Searching pass he's played there. Oh, he'd have done well to reach that. Caceres. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. And he's found a way past. There's the shot! Oh, what to be quick to it. Tries a shot! Oh, he's brought him down, and it is a penalty. And that really is the last thing they wanted to do. To get them off and running. He can't put it away.
Oh, Peter, I'm not a great reader of body language, but I didn't like the way he walked up to that.
Cute ball now, how can he reach it? Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked.
He's gone for goal! And it's a goal! And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
So we have the first goal.
Well, I'd remind those players, Peter, that concentration will be key for a while now, as you don't want to hand the momentum straight back to your opposition.
Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. And now a sudden chance to counter. Played into space. It's a promising position. Terrific header! And the keeper couldn't hold it. Goal! And they're at it again in double quick time. Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Well, listen, last line of defence and you don't get it right, then you're paying a visit to your net.
And yes, it's him again. So that's two now without reply.
Well, they're
and the shot! Oh, split-second reaction.
Mbappe really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
So, third quarter of the game. Kökçü with the short one. And now they can spring out of defence. Oh, super find. And he's got the beating of his man. Goes for a shot! And that's caused a worry or two.
There will be 3 minutes
And he shoots!
time.
Good try. The outcome could so easily have been different.
Yeah, I think he's going to be a bit disappointed with that, Peter. You would have fancied him to at least hit the target.
Gullit finds himself offside. Marquinhos. And it's Kökçü. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Rui Costa. It's come through and he's had a quick look inside. He's shifting through the gears here. Referee has just said play on. And we hit half-time. How do you look back on the first 45 minutes?
Well, Peter, at 2-0, you're faced with the choice of just trying to see the match out or forcing the issue
And we
even
come to you
further.
now with a
I'd
quick
always be
request
inclined
for
to go
support
for
for
the
our
latter,
World
go
Charity
for a
Fund.
third, especially with a full half of football still to play.
A half of massive entertainment and excitement. A two-goal margin, yes, but all things still possible.
Substitution on the field. Number 21, Messi. Coming on to replace him is number 24.
And the action is back on the way.
Alvarez.
Rodri. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was... Bullish header! That needed to be better, and he knows it.
Yeah, some good movement inside the box. No shortage of targets here.
Caceres.
Welcome to modern football. You get hounded by everyone.
Pedro Neto in acres of space out wide. He is just caressing the ball. Threads one in. Now it's Pedro Neto. Mbappe. Pedro Neto. Rui Costa. Rui Costa is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers. And it's Scholes. And he's well positioned here. Oh, that's a foul in a dangerous area. And that's going to be a booking.
Yeah, well, they were exposed and vulnerable, and he knew he had to do something to prevent a goal then.
He's shaping up to have a crack from here. Looking to widen the gap even further here. Alvarez. So 2-0 the scoreline early after half-time. He's on it, can he get away? Oh, that's a key interception. Oh, the ball's run loose here. Shot, and the finish! And yes, it's there! Right back in the game! A finish of great intelligence. He just understood, and he executed so smoothly.
Oh, what a touch. I mean, how good was that? Poetry in motion.
We have got ourselves a game here.
The manager must have given them an earful at half-time, and fair play, because it seems to have worked. They've got to kick on from here now.
Maicon is one of the key ingredients in the team's attack. And it's Maicon. Well, Jim, it is... Here's a chance! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Now it's Pedro Neto. It's a good spell of possession, this. And the shot, can he finish? Good first touch and almost as good a second.
Pele brilliantly took control of that, which was exactly what the situation required.
And he stands tall, impenetrable. You have to say that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. That is good alertness. That's really well manoeuvred. And that's left him on the seat of his pants. Pedro Neto showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Well, that looks a decent ball. Casillas breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away, and eventually you might just get that little break.
This is a really front-footed approach.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
And Hullet! Really well taken goal. And look at his joy. Is this not why we love the game? And that is a goal worthy of universal appreciation. Even the opposing fans have to recognise the quality there.
Well, it's one of those, Peter, when you've got to take your hat off and just say, too good.
And there he gets big. Oh, it's hit the post. And he's quick to get it clear again. Oh, it's come loose. Mbappe. Valverde looking to run onto it. Header comes in! Goal at his mercy, and somehow he's missed it.
Well, they've got a big enough job on their hands as it is, Peter. They really need to be putting those chances away.
Knocks it into space. Aims beyond the defence, and it's played in here. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. Oh, given away. Oh, that's fabulous. Chance, surely! And no, he couldn't find the finish. Corner number 4 coming up here. He's got tall. And that's a real chance missed. Caceres to Rui Costa. Scholes spread out to the left. That pass has been well intercepted. Good ball, good take. That's a foul. Simple decision for the referee. Well, that looks like a final warning. Still no card. Scholes. And this is Rui Costa. He's got away. Chance for a shot! Relentless! Just relentless! And they are pulling clear here. No space, no problem. You just cannot stop him.
Yeah, he won the jostle, and it was a very good finish, and I think he'll go away feeling pretty good about that one.
As if 3 weren't enough. This is nigh on Nutella! Went with his head, but couldn't steer it in.
4 added minutes has been indicated.
Confirmation that there will be 4 minutes stoppage time. And they're quick to get it back. He's having a shot! Oh no, a quite unbelievable miss. Vardiol cuts it out. Now it's Foden. Maicon. Not much subtlety about that challenge. And we're done. So a real showpiece win. This lot were simply far too clever for their opponents, and despite their best endeavours, it has ended in an easy win. Pullet totally unstoppable today. Everything he touched turned to goals.
Request for support for our charity.
How would you sum up what we've witnessed, Jim?
Well, the look on the manager's face says it all. He knows he's...
Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Have a look at this. It is what you anticipate here these days in London North 7. An undulating red and white wave, an Arsenal wave, which envelops the team. So it's down to business here. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Yeah, Kylian Mbappe, there's nothing more frightening for a defender when he's running at you at full speed. He gets into a stride so quickly and seems to just glide across the turf. But when the goal's in front of him, he's also got that cool head that's required to pick a spot and finish everything off.
Yeah, he'll be looking for a goal or two. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Oh, good-looking ball. Henderson kept his eye on it, and he's there. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Cross into the box. Ferdinand deals with that comfortably. Cruyff. And it's Iniesta. That is lovely. Iniesta. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. That's a sharp pass. So, what can they make of this? Can he get it through? Scholes. Bastoni, played out to the left flank. Deep cross. Terrific header! And oh, he's got that completely wrong. Rijkaard picks it up from the goal kick. And it's Cruyff. Not the most accurate pass. Neither side yet able to find the net. Now it's Pelé. Pelé. And he's being shifted off it. Cruyff looking to penetrate opposition lines. He's in space and looking for options. He's shifting through the gears here. Iniesta. Now the ball in. Oh, what a climb! Goal! Arsenal! The breakthrough strike! What a header! Flashed in with the crispest of contacts.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
So we have our breakthrough.
Yeah, it's rare that one is enough though, Peter. I get the feeling they'll be wanting another as soon as possible.
He is through here. That's the keeper's ball. Brzezinski. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And he's making progress on the ball. Oh, that's neat. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Mbappe! Cruyff! Oh, that wasn't far away.
Nothing wrong with the idea. Inches away.
Jordan Henderson. Back towards the middle. Here's Caceres. That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. And here's Hullet. Cruyff. Thuram. Nice sequence of passes, this. And he's straight offside. Roberto Carlos. And it's Rosicky. Rijkaard is always looking to break lines.
OK, being behind at the break isn't ideal, but there's plenty of time to reply.
Now it's Rosicky. Roberto Carlos tries a shot! Well, that looked awkward, but he had a good crack at it.
Oh, he's usually such a good finisher.
Not the best distribution from the keeper. Bastoni. And it's played forward. Into the final 5 minutes of the first half.
Carvajal.
Is looking to influence the game from out wide. Turns back here, probably the best option. Looking for the run. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Iniesta.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
Now it's Mbappe.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Roberto Carlos. Rijkaard.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Rosicky is in a really good position out wide. And the whistle goes for half-time. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking.
It's a dressing room that needs rousing at half-time because, in truth, they've not really been at it so far. If the pep talk
And
works, we may see a very different side second half. We need
by
to.
the entrance gates. Thank you very much for your cooperation.
So off we go once more.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Oh, he's been caught napping!
Is that the first time we've seen them try that? It's definitely given the opposition a little more to think about.
Carvajal.
And it's Henderson. Scholes. Delivery. There's the header! It's in! They have hauled themselves right back into it.
Well, they were starting to look more and more threatening, Peter, so this comes as no surprise. The fans here are pretty fired up now.
Terrific header. He met that with aplomb.
Well, when you get service like that into the box, you can't go wrong.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
Arsenal are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
Carvajal.
Mission 1 has been accomplished, so why not continue with the same approach?
60 minutes played. Nicely weighted ball. Played out wide. Roberto Carlos. And he's in on goal. It's Rosicky! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Yaya Toure. Now it's Mbappe. Mbappe will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Quality ball. Now it's Gullit. Shapes to shoot! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Scholes. And Bastoni. Mbappe charging forward, the ball at his feet. He's in plenty of space here.
Substitution for Arsenal. Number 20.
So, time for changes
Iniesta.
on both sides, actually.
Number 14, Johan Cruyff. Number 4, Jan Koller. Coming on the field, number 19,
Carvajal.
Thomas Rosicky. Number 9, Neymar.
This is Batistuta,
Number 5, Suarez.
and it's Rijkaard.
Substitutions taking place.
Pele. Pele, unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Pele, now it's Mbappe. Big chance! That was superb goalkeeping.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Mbappe, oh, shooting chance! Goal! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
Well, it's an inspired substitution. Terrific move by the boss.
That's just as the manager would have seen it. An impact sub.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
And it's Gullit. Luis Suarez. And he's away. He's had a shot! And he thumps it clear.
Arsenal really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
Oh, and they're quick to press here, right on top of them. Knocks it into space. He ran himself into trouble there, free kick given away.
Substitution for Arsenal. Number 10.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches.
13, Mbappe. Coming on the field.
Luis Suarez.
18, Pele.
I think we're
Number
about to see a
22,
frenetic finish,
Messi.
and no half measures from here.
And here's the chance to counter. Conte looking to provide the solidity his team so need. Pele.
2 added minutes has been
Roberto
indicated.
Carlos. Confirmation that there will be 2 minutes stoppage time. That's been cut out, well played. Beckenbauer cuts out the pass. Beckenbauer with the slide tackle there. Now he's got space here. Messi! And that is it. The equaliser just wouldn't come. It is over. What a terrific response it was to adversity. What a fantastic game from those players. What unity, what joy. That was Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. And that gets things running. They appear to be shaping up in a 4-4-2 formation.
Well, the obvious standout in today's football in this system is that it provides you with extra presence in attack. With many shaky defences about, getting the right partnership in that department can pay rich dividends as long as there's a good early supply. So playing two strikers can be a real help to this team. I mean, 4-4-2 these days, Peter, gets a lot of criticism, but it's unfair. Any system can work if you've got the right players.
It's a pretty loose pass.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Scholes tries to play it through. Messi, and he's away. And this is Ronaldinho.
The presence of Franco Baresi in this lineup suggests to me, Peter, that they'll be playing quite a high line.
What makes you think that?
Well, because he's got all the qualities required to excel in such a system. Because of his reading of the game, his vision, his technique, everything you need to spring a successful offside trap.
And here's Scholes. That's tidy. Scholes will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Skims one in. And it's safely in the keeper's hands. Pass somewhat off target. Rosicki. Looking for options for movement. Look at this. Goes for a shot! And it's a goal! First blood drawn.
Yeah, to see it unfold as succinctly as that, it looks telepathic.
So the first goal of the game.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
Italy look happy to sit back for the moment here.
Yeah, everything they're doing screams counter-attack, but it's a long counter-attack. When they win it back, they're not wasting any time. They're just trying to get the runners away as quickly as possible.
Well, here's a man adored by many, even deified by some. Now it's Pele. Cross needs big header! And for a moment, time stood still.
That's great reading of the game, and it led to a decent chance. Cracking aggression.
And this is Batistuta. He's got away. He's having a shot! That pass has been well intercepted. And it's Carvajal. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Scholes, and this is Pele. Scholes is the team's great visionary. He won't be happy with that one. Nicely weighted ball. Roberto Carlos.
This is the time you need that pace.
Out of play for a throw. Rosicki. Roberto Carlos picks it up now.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
João Cancelo. But he's forced to go back. Belletti. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Chance to deliver. Oh, well played, well played. Scholes.
It looks very much like they'd be happy to settle for this narrow lead at the break.
Roberto Carlos, who's set up one goal so far. Jordan Henderson. And it's Carvajal. Scholes. Courtois claims it. Safe hands. Palmer. And this is Pele. Now it's Messi. Great defending, strong and determined. Takes a shot! It's a goal! They are right back in business.
Well, they were starting to look more and more threatening, Peter, so this comes as no surprise. The fans here are pretty fired up now.
Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
This is exactly the kind...
And that'll be the final action of the first half. So it's all square. Neither side has been able to make a telling difference, but it hasn't been for the lack of trying. Well, it's been intriguing stuff so far, and it's 1-1 at the break. Both teams hoping for a pick-me-up in the second half. And that's the second half started. Roberto Carlos. Now there's a Rosicki! Just off target. Challenge just a bit on the firm side. Oh no, no circumventing this opponent. And it's Scholes. And he welcomes it in. Palmer. Baresi, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Now it's Ronaldinho. Good claim, no margin for error there. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
He's picked his way through. Belletti. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Carvajal.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Carvajal carries the ball down the right. Jordan Henderson is someone so often referred to as the defender's defender. Rosicki. Pele. Looking tidy in possession here. And it's Rijkaard. Just about up to the hour now. And Bastoni. Now, can they get him away? And here's Roberto Carlos.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Attenzione, un cambio.
Palmer can so cleverly bypass the press. And here's Mbappe. Looking for the run. Drilled in low. And that was very necessary. Palmer. Some front-footed pressing going on here. Jordan Henderson. Palmer. Jordan Henderson. And it's Scholes. Pele does have his name on the score sheet, of course. And it's Carvajal. Scholes. And it's Henderson. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. Has a look and place it forward. Scholes makes the interception. Scholes going full steam ahead down the left flank. Pele going face-to-face with his great rival. Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup.
Italy clearly are pushing for the win here, Peter. It's making for a very frantic end to this game.
Delivery from Mbappe. And that's the keeper's ball. Now it's Pele. No, he wasn't going to let him past. Pele. This is intriguing. Next goal critical.
Listen, the fans haven't given up on this by any means. They still believe it can be won.
Messi, and this is Pele. Rijkaard. To Batistuta.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Carvajal.
They're avoiding the blatantly obvious by not getting the ball into the opposition box. That's where it has to be.
Scholes. And it's Messi. And it's Ronaldinho. Now it's Messi. Knocks it into space. Caceres calmly anticipates.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
And he's picked it up out wide. Delivers with whip. Courtois deals with that nice and simple. So that's it. It is all over. So it's ended all square, both sides showing battling qualities and neither willing to give in.